A&M Aggies, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Auburn Tigers. 48 Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's got great speed. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
People still fill in the stands, and he takes the opening kickoff back to the house to fire up the crowd, fire up his teammates. What a start for this young man.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Texas A&M's offense takes the field for the first time today. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty. I love it.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the...
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. A huge return there. Steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. So Auburn's offense will take the field for the first time. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sunday.
Yeah, these guys can both stress at defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Offense set on 1st down. Quarterback making checks. Dropping back, it's Manning. Finds his big tight end. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. Auburn lines up quickly. From the gun, running back on the move. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. The Tigers have their offense in high gear. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Auburn! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. They'll start this drive with a pass. Got room to work. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. Wants to throw. It's Reed. Here comes the heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Bringing out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes the catch at the 35. Slips through the line. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. He is delivering the blow while running the ball, and he gets it to the 39. And the Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. There he goes! Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Henderson. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Under fire. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Catch in the middle. It's Henderson. Push down for the tackle.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Touchdown, Tiger! And they take it in for 6 more points. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the 1st quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're paying. But, I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field, or else this one's going to get ugly fast.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated, because right now they have no answers for this offense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Makes the catch down the right side. They make the stop, but a big pickup thanks to the big arm from this senior quarterback. Dropping back, it's Reed. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Back to pass. Setting up the screen. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires deep toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got room on the return.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Looking for room, it's Henderson. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. He puts some heat on that one down the middle. Fires and picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, the free safety's just sitting back there deep in cover three. He's got zone. He's got middle field responsibility. Just watching the quarterback's eyes. He reads the throw, breaks on it. That's just too easy for him.
They'll go to the ground. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Gets it out quickly. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. So here comes the Auburn offense. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Pulls it in. It's Kane. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the right. Makes a connection. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds. And that's the way to give a little start to the drive. On the option. He'll toss it. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Finds space on the right. At the 40, there he goes.